natural mala?
Yes. When you refrigerate it, you let it cool down, it becomes very, very thick.
Fresh mala, fresh. Hello everyone. Have you ever wondered how mala and yogurt is made? Now, today I'm going to take you to one and only Halchik, who produces mala and yogurt from fresh milk. Let's go and see how this guy does it. Follow me. Just go. Halchik mwenyewe. Now this is fresh milk.
Yes.
Fresh milk, we use fresh milk. Mr. Halchik.
Yes.
So how do you turn fresh milk into yogurt?
Now, very sensitive process because the first thing you need to boil the milk. You need to boil the milk to around 90 degrees Celsius.
90 degrees Celsius.
Yes. Then after you boil the milk to 90 degrees Celsius, then after that you need to let the milk cool down up to between 42 and 45 degrees Celsius. Then after it has cooled down to about between 42 and 45 degrees Celsius, then that's when you introduce culture. That is when you introduce culture. So the culture helps to ferment the milk into yogurt.
Okay.
Yes. So that is now becomes plain, or what people call natural yogurt.
Natural yogurt.
Yes. So after that, for the fermentation process to take place, the trickiest part is that you need to maintain that temperature of 40 to 45 for around 8 hours. Those 8 hours, from 8 to 12 hours, depending on how chachu or the kind of sourness you want the yogurt to have. You get, there are people who supply the flavors. You know, the best flavors are those that come from South Africa.
Okay.
Because they are the ones that come from South Africa because they are very natural. So you buy the flavors from the shops, and then you have different flavors. You have pineapple, you have mango, you have strawberry, you have vanilla. You know, it's just like the normal food flavors. But when you get a good flavor, it also affects a lot the kind of yogurt that will end up with.
So according to you, which flavor is favorite to me?
I think I don't do single flavors. I do a combination of flavors because most people they like strawberry, but also the strawberry comes with a bit of a sourness to it, just like when you eat the fruit. So I usually mix strawberry with vanilla. So I call it Vanstro.
Vanstro?
Yes, which is vanilla and strawberry, which is the most popular one. I have also introduced another one that is mango and pineapple.
So for example, like this one?
Yes.
That I'm taking
that
here.
Is Vanstro.
This is Vanstro?
Yes.
The mixture of vanilla and strawberry? The mixture of vanilla and strawberry. You can see it's a nice one, it looks so cool.
Yes. Heat is the worst enemy of milk.
Okay.
Milk spoils very, very fast when you keep it. If you keep it warm.
Then you are killing the milk.
You have a big problem.
Where did you get the idea of making yogurt from milk?
Now, initially when we started Halchik, it was all about, we do a lot of kuku kienyeji. I'm from Trinyaga, and that's where I keep my chicken. When I started Halchik, it was all about kuku kienyeji. But I have a friend of mine from my home area who used to make yogurt, and he's the one who taught me how to make yogurt.
Okay.
So when I started doing fresh milk, I went and stayed with him for a couple of weeks, and within those couple of weeks, he taught me how to make yogurt. Also, YouTube has been a big help to me because I had to go online and check, because even after he taught me, most of the times I would get my yogurt wrong.
Okay.
Where it would become very grainy or things like that, or it would be too sour. Yes, but I think with practice, I've perfected it such that it's really good.
So
Customers.
So since you started, you started back in which year?
Actually, Hard Chick started like 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
But we were just doing chicken, and we were doing honey. I'm also a bee farmer. Yes.
You can see it's a bit of honey here.
Yes. I'm also a bee farmer in Kirinyaga. Yes, I also do sell rice. You know, partnered with some people in Moya and we grow some rice. So when I started doing fresh milk sometime last year. Sometime last year. So after I had done the milk, fresh milk for let's say about 3 months, that's when I met this gentleman who taught me how to make yogurt.
Okay.
So from yogurt, I learned how to make yogurt. I also taught myself how to make mala. Yes.
So since you started, what are some of the challenges that you are encountering maybe when you are making these yogurts?
The first biggest challenge that you have when it comes to is the quality of milk that you get.
The quality of milk?
Yes. Because if your milk supplier gives you adulterated milk, you cannot make yogurt from it.
How do you determine that this milk is good for me for making yogurt? How do you know the milk which is better for this job?
Well, I think one of the things that people have not once you work with milk, you really get to know. You know, first thing is if milk has a funny smell, then it's the first red flag that you know there's a problem here. The second thing that tells you whether milk is bad is the way the milk stays when in the container. If the container, the milk does not hold onto the side of the containers at all, it most probably shows that the milk is adulterated.
Okay.
And something that people do not actually realize, and people think it's a myth, is that when milk is not adulterated and you put a matchbox, a matchstick in it, the matchstick should light up.
The matchstick should
light up. Yes.
Okay, that's the first setup that you make sure that you've done.
That is one way of testing whether milk has been adulterated. But if you add water to milk, then you put a matchstick in it, that matchstick is not going to light up. Because the water content in the milk was high.
How has this one impacted your life?
Well, I would say I left formal employment some time last year, and when I started, at first I wanted just to do the honey thing and everything. But I think the yogurt and mala thing is it's a big business, you know, and it's a big business that with a lot of possibilities, you know. It's something that I would like to do even in a bigger way, you know. I'd like to maybe the ambition is to come up with a restaurant, you know, a milk bar actually, where we're making a lot of yogurt and mala for people, you know, because especially with mala and plain yogurt, they are very, very, very healthy, you know, especially they have high levels of probiotics.
What are your thoughts? The youth, they are saying that no jobs outside in here. So what's your take on this?
Dennis being out here, you know, and having worked as a fleet manager and HR in my last job, I would like to, you know, dispense with that thought that there are no jobs. Jobs are there. And like when I started this thing, this business, I wanted to go out and meet customers and talk to them about my product. And for a long time, I tried to enlist some of the youths around here that I knew to get involved. But I think the biggest problem we have with our youth, it's not lack of opportunity. It's the mentality. And the kind of jobs they are looking for. Every youth is looking for a job where they, you know, a white collar job where they can just sit down. You know, that is what they want. You know, that's the kind of jobs that they are looking for. But if you look around, the job opportunities are everywhere. You know, job opportunities are everywhere. They are just not job opportunities that the kind of the youth are looking for. And that is the biggest problem.
All right.
Yes.
This one is fresh mala.
Yes, natural.
Natural mala.
Yes.
Wow, very thick.
Yes. When you refrigerate it, you let it cool down, it becomes very, very thick.
fresh mala. You can see.
Yes.
Very nice. Very viscous. That's not to avoid dust from entering.
Yes, and also for easier carried by the customer.
See, nice one. You're now sealing.
Yes. It's much more convenient for the customer to carry like that.
Now the customer can comfortably carry without I just want you to take like 1 minute,
Yes.
and talk to the youths about job opportunities out
It is not about what kind of job you are doing, you know.
there. Yeah.
You've got to start somewhere. And when you become choosy about what it is that you want, all of us will never fit in an office, you know. And it's not all costly just because you're working in an office. I used to work in an office now, you know, and I'm out here right now, and I'm enjoying this more because I know I'm building something for myself, you know. Unlike when you're in employment, you know, where it's you're building something for someone else, you know. So they need to change that mentality that the only good jobs are those ones that when you are going to an office, you know, you can be here Juakali and you're making something of yourself, you know, and the opportunities are there, and you have to start from low, you know, so that you can rise. You know, trust in the process, you know. But if you do not do that, then we'll always be complaining that we are not doing it. It's about us creating those job opportunities. Yes.
How can we get you? Are you on social media?
Yes, I'm on Twitter at KN Murage. It's Twitter, and on Facebook I'm Norman Murage, and my contact is 0721 394672. Feel free to call me anytime.
AKA Mr. Alchik.
Yes, Halchik. Yeah, Halchik. That's for Halal.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome, sir.
Yes.
Yes.